face, you gon' catch a brick to your face, brick to your face, brick to your face, you gon' go to your face, brick to your face, brick to your face, you gon' catch a brick to your face, brick to your face, brick to your face, you gon' go to your face.
It's the intro. Welcome to A Brick to Your Face with Lesa and Noa James. I am Lesa J. And you are?
Noa James.
This is our first episode of our new podcast.
Yep.
Are you excited?
I'm excited. We had a crazy night.
Yeah, it was a pretty crazy weekend. But we're here, starting on this new podcast journey.
It's more about us.
Yeah, more personal. The other podcast, if you're not familiar, it was orchestrated with Noah and Lesa.
Yeah.
We were more talking, giving advice to like artists and musicians on how to maneuver or the experiences that we've had through, our journey. This one is going to be more about our personal self, our opinions on different topics that are more broader, things like that.
Our life, relationship, business, friendship, how we work together, maybe family, super deep, detailed in the background, like...
Just, letting you guys know more about us.
You get to dive deep with us,
Yeah.
and see how this is us. A Brick to Your Face with Lesa J and Noa James.
Welcome.
So... Let's get deep down with young Lesa.
With me?
Yes.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna just start.
Yeah.
Me, Lesa J. I am Laotian. We are bordered with like Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam. I'm a first generation here. My parents immigrated over here, I believe, during like the Vietnam War. You know how that goes. Grew up in mainly the IE. I started elementary out here, all the way till I went to Cal State San Bernardino, did that for a couple years, did business management there, learned what I learned, but I definitely feel like I learned a lot more just being out in the field, you know what I mean, like what we've been doing. We met when I was in college and doing the basic stuff, going to accounting classes, like I remember accounting classes, like regular, business management classes.
Let's get back to the first generation Laos.
Oh, yeah.
Tapping into that, like how...
Definitely, I learned more or realized a lot of things these past couple years of like being just first generation of like, your parents are here. My parents came in their 20s, like late 20s, early 20s, had us in their mid-late 20s. And then, you kind of realize, oh, wow, they're trying to learn how to be American.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Nice.
Especially like in the 80s, you know what I mean? 70s, like whatever that is. And then like learning everything, learning how to use a toilet, learning how to just every little basic thing. Like,
learning how to use a toilet.
And that I came to that realization like a couple years ago of like, man, like you're learning a new place, and then you're also trying to raise kids. Where I'm like, I know how to live in America. I definitely don't know how to raise a kid, but having to learn both at the same time.
Yeah.
Whoa. I'm not mad at nothing.
Nah,
I'm not mad at situations or like, why did I grow up this way or why did something have to be this way? It's like, no, we all just had to live life.
That's it, because people had a way harder. Like, I think about your mom sometimes. I'd be like, she's so strong. Mm-hmm. She's so strong, and sometimes I try to let her know how, like, you strong. Like, you tough. People rally around her or need her help because they know that she's not going to half-ass.
Yeah.
No matter what. And, I think that's what I saw in you, like, seeing the struggle, then how your family overcame all of it. Because everyone is successful in some degree.
Yeah.
From school to business to entrepreneurship or discipline. Because that's what I learned from your family is discipline.
Yeah.
because I didn't have it enough.
Yeah. And it's crazy because, like, you know, we growing up typical Asian.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Strict parents, but it's like they're strict, but then like they don't really say nothing to you.
Yeah.
But you just don't. You
feel
do nothing.
it,
You don't.
though.
You don't. Yeah. You don't try to cross the line, or you don't even risk it. And then even a little bit of that made me realize like that's why I didn't really take too many risks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then of course being with you and like learning from you and your family is like taking the risk.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't know until you do.
Yeah.
So just do it, and then also you just deal with whatever the consequence, which could be good or bad.
Yeah.
Like you just deal with it after that.
Yeah, my granny is like, take all the risks.
Yeah.
Just make sure that you try to jump the furthest, the highest.
Do your best, like go all out on it.
And if you hit the ground, make sure you hit the ground the hardest.
Mm.
You know, then your family is like, okay, do all of that, but make sure all your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed.
Yeah.
Like just don't
It's a
go.
balance.
Yeah, don't just go in blind.
But too, it's like I think we've learned that with each other because like I realized like, you know, I played the violin in elementary school, but I was never like pushed to really do it. You know what I mean? And then even like I was like a B average student, you know what I mean? Just not even trying, just as, you know, you just get B's, you know what I mean? But then it's like, but if they pushed me to try, maybe I would have did better.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like of course it's not to blame or anything, but that's just my dad was always like, I'm gonna support you with whatever you do. And then that was it, which is like cool, like that's great. But then he's like, but maybe give me some advice on what should I do, or this and that. You know what I mean? But you know, you live and learn, and then now it's just like, just fucking do.
Yeah, that's crazy. My granny is like, Granny's kind of like, she ain't gonna really tell you shit until you approach her with it. Mm-hmm. Now, if you tell her what you're doing,
she'll give you some advice.
She'll give you the advice. That's how my grandmother is, and she ain't gonna really like shit on you. And she gonna make sure you put Jesus in it, no matter what. That's that seasoning.
I've definitely learned a lot of religion from your family, but it's just crazy.
Yeah, to both sides, like going to the temple, going to Laos New Year's.
Yeah,
like that was
You're very cultured now.
Hey, trying
But you want to try everything. That's the thing. It's like everybody loves you coming around because you want to eat everything.
I'm gonna eat the chicken feet.
But like to me, that's America.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we always talk about this. It's like, it's the melting pot. Like, if I want to be with just Asian people, I could go to Asia and be with just Asian people.
Yeah.
Like, I could go to Africa and be with just black people. Like, you know, all that stuff. So it's like, America is for us to, like, learn about each other and eat different foods. And, you know, you could go in a radius of, like, 50 miles and try, like, probably 20 different cultures.
Yeah,
like,
especially California, America.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
California, America.
We
is
spoiled.
Yeah, it's all of California to me is Disneyland.
I feel
for me, you know, I feel like I get to enjoy every culture because to me it's just respect. Long as I show respect, make sure I do everything proper, just like having respect for the culture and the tradition, you know what I mean? Not trying to come in and change it, trying to come in and experience, you know what I mean? And I think even that's why we gel so well, you know. I'm willing.
Yeah.
And you're willing to show me.
Yeah.
And I'm willing, and you willing to.
My family's willing to show you. I'm like, I'm not eating that, and you're like, I'll eat it.
Because I'm with it. I'm with it, man. It's crazy. It's, you know, been living together for the last probably 10.
We'll be 15. We'll be together for 15 years in September.
Yep.
And we've been living together most likely 10 years.
10
plus.
years. Like
we shared a phone for probably 10 years.
Yeah, oh man.
That's another story.
Yeah. And that's like people like, what?
We shared a phone. Literally shared a phone.
Yeah, like cut that bill in half and it was tight. Like people didn't understand that. Like, how can y'all share a phone? Do y'all like, listen, this is what I'm hiding.
Yeah.
Like, you need your privacy, or like for my everything. What privacy? She busting the bathroom. I'm on the toilet and turn the light off and walk out.
Privacy.
It's like, what privacy, man? It's like
You should all be all in each other's mix.
oh man,
But yeah, we won't
face.
talk about that.
Each other's face, man.
Let people know about you, your background.
Haitian, African,
New York.
Queens. I born in Queens, lived in Jacksonville, Florida with my family. In and out of group homes. Like my grandmother, her house was like the revolving door.
Yeah.
Like all the cousins.
Yeah.
You know, when you have a lot of family that got caught up in the 80s, aunties is on drugs, uncles on drugs, mama on drugs, all the kids get left with the most responsible one, and that's Granny and Grandpa. But it's so many of us that all of us can't come at once.
Yeah.
So like when one turn 18 or run away, one come in. So to get to her was like, I don't know, it's ping pong.
Yeah.
How I can say it was ping pong. Like
you go visit, but you not there's no room to stay.
Yeah, you know, maybe can go there for
summer or something?
Yeah, do summer school just to see, you know, go to Boys and Girls Club, or I go to Florida, Jacksonville, Florida with my grandpa Gus, and I'm out there, and it's just to get me out of trouble, and it's crazy. I was just willing. Yeah. That's what it was. If you offered to take me somewhere, I didn't have a home base. I didn't have that. So, especially when I didn't have my little brother. Yeah. I was just me. Then when my little brother came, it was like, oh, all right, you got to make sure you can take us both. You can't just, I remember one lady gave me tickets to the circus and gave me one ticket. Yeah. I said, no, ma'am. Yeah, I needed one more. So it's like...
Sure, you're still like that today.
Yeah, like, you know, we just experienced that at Chafee. They didn't... we was at Chafee, and they didn't...
they were just letting the talent in, which is understandable. You know, they let just the talent in. But it was me and the homie Vial who's going to be filming the set, and Noah's all like, well, I'm his manager, and then like, you know, Vial's filming the set, so Noah would not go in. But it's been plenty of times where he's like, I'm not gonna go in if my people can't go in.
Yeah, or I wait to the end to make sure everyone get in, you know, because that's my, you know, I wanted you to be here, I chose you to be here, so you're my responsibility too. Yeah. And I credit that to my grandmother, because that's when my grandmother was like, all right, if I'm playing with my friend Ben or Steven, and my grandma like, let's go get something to eat, Ben and Steven have to come with me. Yeah. She's not just going to leave them. Yeah. She's going to come, and it was
till this day.
To this day.
You get Christmas stuff, I get Christmas stuff. And then she doesn't let up until she gives me what she feels is the equal amount. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't care, you know what I mean? And she's like, no, you have to get, you know, he got clothes, you got to get clothes. And I'm...
Give her
I
cash.
appreciate all that stuff. I definitely do.
She buy my stuff because she know I ain't gonna buy it, and she just give Lisa cash, you know. And I don't know, my upbringing been is crazy. Like I smile about it nowadays. Yeah. Like how it was tough, but from my mom doing jail time, dad being deported, all of that is. I don't know. When I got to the Inland Empire, when I got to San Bernardino,
high school?
Yeah, high school, and I was going to Cajon High School. Cajon, I felt like I started finding my base out here. Yeah, I started exploring. I started meeting cool people. People was giving me hugs out here, man. It was different. It was that's where I met Cam Gnarly and Fame Kills and my homie Jelani. A lot of like it was different. Yeah. Then at Cajon, I can just be on the backside of Cajon on North Park and just look at the mountains.
Oh yeah, I feel you.
Like by Cal State, San Bernardino.
Yeah, Californians definitely don't like appreciate like the beauty of California.
Man,
like, I definitely growing like now being older and being able to like, you know, we walk out of our house and you used to be able to see the mountains. Now it's like warehouses, but like you still see a little bit of the mountains. It's like it's crazy just to appreciate that now. It's
Snow
like
cap.
I lived in that house since '97, and like now it's like, man, these buildings over here, like you sound all old, but it's like. You gotta appreciate all that stuff.
No, it's crazy now. Like, i.e. being my my home, my everything now. Even from my tattoos, where got a big ass 909 on my arm.
Still
I'm
got
like,
the QB on the other side.
Yeah, got the Queens on my arm.
You got the 909 and the IE on your arm.
Yeah, and it's kind of like this became like everything to me because I found love here. I found
yourself.
Yeah, I was allowed to be myself.
Yeah.
There was no one questioning me trying to grow or expand or like, yo, man, that's for suck. Like, you know, that don't nigga, that's some punk
just
shit.
judging you. Yeah,
because I'm trying to change or be better,
be different,
or me being better mean I'm not trying to be better than you. I'm trying to be better for myself.
Yeah,
and I met a lot of people with that same mindset out here, and
I feel like the IE, a lot of people obviously came this way to get out of the big city, and it was so open, especially back in back 10 years ago. It was so just nothing was really built, or it's still like developing, and you could either be by yourself, which is a good and bad thing of like you could be by yourself and just be you. You know what I mean? Nobody's questioning, and then you get to meet those people too, and you get to heal. Yeah, you know, it's like it's just there's room for that.
Even like me and you met on Yahoo Chat.
Yeah.
I'm in Jacksonville. You're out here.
Yeah.
And I'm so in love with the IE. I go on Yahoo Chat and go, anyone from the IE? That's what I did. Like, I'm in Jacksonville and I just want to go back home to the IE because I got friends now.
How long were you out there for? Or
almost at that time, like 8 months.
Jeez.
So it's like, and my cousin's like, yo, get on the internet. I'm like, nah, man, they gonna track us. So I'm so in my conspiracy
Thanks,
theory.
Facebook.
I'm so like, so my cousin like get on
it's like chat room, Yahoo Chat.
And I go, anyone from the IE? And here come young Lesa, like, I'm from the IE. You know, I'm like, what? Then I go look at her pictures. I'm like, dang, look at that little thing right here.
You had me at anyone from the IE.
That's
that IE love.
That's IE love. Anyone from the IE.
Our anniversary is on September 9th.
Yeah, that's
so
crazy.
It's kind of funny.
And it's like meeting you like that and wanting to get back home early just to talk to you and take you to my favorite places in Dino.
Yep.
Like I was taking her to
people not gonna know. These places have closed down. There used to be a chicken and waffle spot in Dino.
Off Sterling. Woo, man. Take Lesa to the Odd Ones.
Yeah.
I would take her to Odd Ones.
Got my babes and everything.
Yeah, on Mount Vernon. And I know she wanted some babes. So I took her and get some babes. Got one with all the colors. I even bought my mama some babes. Like, then Lesa gave my mama some babes. It was like, but the dude who worked there was like 40 Glock OG. And he hood.
Yeah.
But he was so loving. This dude got shot in the back of the head with a shotgun. Yeah. But how he treated Lesa was love.
It's funny because like obviously like I only grew up in Fontana, so I'm not around that culture.
Yeah.
And I'm looking back at it is like I feel a little naive, but it's just like everybody's cool. Like what? Like this is not bad over here. Or like what people were saying about San Bernardino because I went there for school, so it's like I'm not seeing or knowing what other people are thinking or knowing. You know what I mean? Going up there.
And I took her to see the real, like, respect. She's seeing me over there in the flats with all the Mexicans. Mm-hmm. She seen me over there and they showing respect because I show respect. And I don't know, we just start moving around, going everywhere. Then
going around.
Went to Foundations. We went to
Moorfire.
Moorfire at Sevilla's.
So, This is literally the beginning of like our music journey here.
Yeah.
So like we went to Moorfire. Moorfire is not around anymore, but it was at Sevilla's in Riverside, and it was hip hop and reggae night on Mondays.
Yeah, on Monday.
The most cracking Monday hip hop reggae night ever. You know what I mean?
In California.
Ever. So, we went there just, we dating. This is at the beginning of our dating stage and we going out to the club. So we go and we come outside to the car and there's flyers on the car, of course. And there's a flyer for Foundations. And Foundations was at Back to the Grind in Riverside, downtown Riverside, still open.
Yeah.
But it was pretty much just like a in the basement. It was just open cipher, open tables, b-boy, just the basic, just open format. And we're like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
And then we went, and that's where we met everybody that pretty much introduced us to the hip hop scene that was going on then.
DJ Aztec. We met DJ Gabriel. We at Mo Fire, but he did that. Then we met the homie Chris from GOK. Megatone. Then
Aries was over there.
All the Theory.
Yep.
Man,
That's
remember
crazy.
the dude from Southside Chicago? The dude who came from rap was battling everybody?
Yeah.
Man, but even we showed him love. He's
Yeah.
like, man, y'all be showing me love.
Yeah.
He like, y'all don't be hating on me. I like,
Yeah.
nah, we got you, bro.
It was super, like raw.
Yeah.
Like super raw. And it was in the basement. Like it's crazy.
And from there, it was like
With the people that we met there, we ended up doing building blocks. And those people, like I said, they introduced us to the hip hop scene that was going on at the time. So, they're introducing us to the MCs that have been doing it for years, a couple years, C4, Deadeye, these cats that they've built their name in the IE, and we're, they're putting us onto them. So, with DJ Adstag, Joey C, Megatone, a group of us. Lathan.
Man.
They were in the scene, so they wanted to start this event, which ended up becoming Building Blocks, and it was in downtown San Bernardino at Club Lyrics. It was just MC, there was a room for MCs, a room for B-boys. We had MC battles, DJs,
dance battles.
Similar to the Foundation thing, but just a bigger venue and just like more,
Yeah.
And that's just that we got into that. Noah got into it as just hosting.
Yeah, I was just hosting and rapping and whatever I could facilitate.
Yeah, whatever, because we're new.
Yeah.
We're the new kids, and like I was there, like I was starting to do graphics. I was just there helping, like whatever whatever you need help with. We used to feed the homeless. Like we would get food and just like cook in front of the venue, and like any homeless people that wanted food, of course we would just give it to them.
Yeah.
Charge the homies like $1 or whatever. Like it wasn't ever just to have that. You know what I mean?
Man.
And it's crazy to think about because now we're like doing the food vendor stuff, and like it's just.
And it was crazy.
Wild.
Our goal for Building Blocks for all the scenes in IE, because I came from more the Dino scene where it was like the hood shit, and this was like the conscious hip hop scene.
Yeah.
And I saw the beef between both fields, and that's when I started mixing up the youth and the OGs. And like the audio push would come through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We would try to mix it up, bring the kids that doing crump dancing, or then it went buck dancing. Then we had the B-boys.
Yeah.
And trying to express to where, like we're all the same.
Yes.
And that's what we mean by was building blocks. Like we're trying to build each other, not tear each other down. Then we're doing that for a good.
That we started that 2007.
Yeah.
And then
2000.
it went to maybe
beginning
12.
Yeah.
No. Dang.
2009 or 8.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. It went,
because we started Common Ground in 2009.
Yeah, because.
So with Building Blocks, we're doing Building Blocks, and then like venues starting to close, and we started in San Bernardino, we moved to Riverside, and we did like different venues and whatnot, and then just venues started to close in the area, and then we
especially in Dino.
Yeah, like everything in San Bernardino just we had like maybe 4 venues in San Bernardino that was
within
active, you know what I mean? And then there was venues in like Riverside and Upland, like all around the IE, even Claremont, like we were throwing shows there, you know what I mean? Like in that time. But really like a lot of things just started closing down. And then with Building Blocks, that was a collective of us. So things happened within there.
We got kicked out.
I'm always trying to be PC, but it's whatever.
We got kicked out because we're trying to push forward.
Yeah.
We were trying to push something different. We were trying to push positivity. Still, people wanted
But before we got kicked out, and the venue started closing down, and then we started doing Project Blowed IE.
Yeah.
So it was Project Blowed and Building Blocks presents Project Blowed IE.
Yeah.
But a lot of you might not know that there was a beef between Project Blowed and the IE, because Project Blowed is actually an LA thing. So there was certain people that didn't agree with us bringing it to the IE, even though we got the okay from the actual Project Blow people, the OGs to like do it, and Ganja K was a part of it with us.
Peace, my OG Ganja K.
You know what I mean? Love him, and but some people just didn't agree with it and didn't like that we were doing it. So then we, you don't agree and you get kicked out.
This podcast, like for real, a lot of my so-called OGs that I look up to, they really hurted me at this time, because at this time it's MySpace.
Yeah.
And every day I'm just seeing these motherfuckers complain that there's nothing going on, or motherfuckers ain't doing this. And so I'm like, all right, let me try to do something.
Yeah.
And we did something. Then when we did something, they want to get like mad, and I'm like, yo, man, I'm ready to fight at this time. I didn't care.
It's a different Noah.
Yeah, I'm ready to fight. 'Cause I'm trying to do something, but
it's frustrating.
Shout out to my OGs like Dirty Birdie and Yep, and Ganja K, and man, it's Gabriel, like really just helped me out. Even Gopi, like just gave me pointers how to do it better. Like they didn't put me down. They just helped me to do it better.
Figure out, you know what I mean? Would ask questions and they would just answer with their best ability.
Shout out to Duloc. Shout out to Sword One. It was actually their night that we took over on Wednesdays for Project Blowed IE. Then they went on tour.
Yeah, so when they had to go on tour, so they let us take over the night while they went on tour.
And man, it blew the fuck up.
And this was at the Vibe. So our first experience at the Vibe was with Project Blowed IE and with Duloc. And not even Common Ground. So like, that was our first experience there. And then, when we got kicked out of Building Blocks, and then Noah got sick with diabetes during this whole time, we, of course, had to stop doing everything. Yeah. We were like, okay, Ganja K, you could take care of, Project Blow IE. We have to take care of Noah. And then Ganja handled it as much as he could, and then things happened with him, and he wasn't able to do it anymore. And then when Noah, when we got kind of like a hold of his diabetes and like was ready to go back
hold on.
Oh, go ahead.
I beat that diabetes ass.
Yeah,
that's what I did.
He's pre-diabetic now.
Yeah,
so.
I fucked it up.
Yeah.
I was in my worst state mentally in my life, and hip hop and doing helped me get out of that mindset.
Yeah,
like
because you and during this time too, when we started Building Blocks in 2007, Noah got injured at work, so he had a knee surgery. So he was down, and that's how the diabetes even came about.
Yeah.
He's always been big, but he was like doing football, doing security, like being active. And then when he got injured at work and couldn't be mobile, that's when the diabetes came, and that's when he really was like, okay, I'm gonna do music as an outlet, and it's like, well, you can't be active. Yeah. So during that whole time, it's like he's going through this like knee injury, and like he's getting diabetes. Yeah. So we're not even like talking about it now is like, dang, during that time you're actually gaining your diabetes. Yeah. And then when we did Project Blowed IE, which was like maybe a year and a half later, is when you got your diabetes. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then, like I said, when you got your diabetes and we, learned what that was and what we need to do, and we're ready to go back to throwing shows, which was like 2009, is when we went back to the Vibe, talked to the owner, Mike, and it was like, we want to do Common Ground. Man,
and y'all don't understand, like, I fell in a coma from this shit. Yeah. I woke up ready to do whatever I needed to do. Cause I like, fuck, it's only...
We changed our eating.
Every
like we,
thing.
We changed the way we ate. Like we just changed our lifestyle. Yeah.
Yeah, everything. It was then. Shout out to Mike, the owner of the Vibe. Like us coming back. Yeah. He already like kind of believed in us, what we were kind of do, and we went in asking like for your worst night. Yeah, we went with Building Blocks. We were doing it on a Sunday already in San Bernardino, so we just liked the Sunday. We were like, we're gonna keep. That's our thing, Sunday. So when we went back to Mike, we're like, can we get your Sunday?
And then that's when Common Ground came about, is when Brick to Your Face came about. Because we were like, okay, we're going to do our own thing. So we need a name. Like, what are we going to call it or whatever? At first, we had a promotion company, and Brick to Your Face was just our blog.
What was the name of the promotion company?
Sky's the Limit,
Sky's
of course. And of course, there was like a million of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Lesa J liked that song with 112 and
the
Biggie.
video's super cute. Come on now.
Yeah,
you have to agree. But yeah, it was like we had the promotion company name, and then like we had started Brick to Your Face as just a blog. This was like during the Two Dope Boys era and like Easy Street and Kevin Nottingham, like when the blogs was like popping. So we're like, okay, we're gonna start this blog, and our promotion company's gonna be this. And they were like, forget all that. We're just gonna do Brick to Your Face. Like, you know, just
That's
do
smart.
Brick to Your Face. And two, like Sky's the Limit was just like so many already. So like we're just gonna do Brick to Your Face. It's gonna be the blog. It's gonna be the promotion company. It's gonna be the company, whatever. Like it's just gonna be the brand. And yeah, we started Common Ground, and Common Ground, literally a common ground for everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
That's it. Like,
That's it.
There's no judgment. It's a common ground for everybody. It so happened to become like a hip hop thing because Noah does hip hop music, but we really was open for anybody.
Yeah, we start booking bands when we start getting in their scene and
singers, things like that. Yeah,
you know, I wanted to be the watering hole.
Mm-hmm.
Even, you know, it's crazy with the Brick to Your Face name. I remember Lisa was on the MC Light.
She was like on a live chat or something.
Lisa put a Brick to Your Face, and MC Light said, "Ooh, that's so violent." Yeah, because we coming at you like a brick to your face, and it was like
Brick to Your Face how Brick to Your Face even started was Noah dropped his very first project in 2007.
Eight.
Right, in Blanca Mode. 2008. You know what I mean? During, you know, this is building blocks time. All that stuff is happening too. And we're trying to get him on Two Dope Boys or getting him on like these blogs, you know what I mean? And of course, nobody knows who he is, so he's not getting featured. So we're like, fuck it. We're going to just do our own blog.
Create your own. That's Lisa. Lisa said, create your own. So, babe, we might as well just create our own. And I'm like, damn, that is a thought. All right.
We just got a website and just started posting. At first, we were trying to be anonymous, and then of course that doesn't work. So then we were like, okay, this is us. You know what I mean? And like it was really a blog. Our submission was there. You know what I mean? If you came across our page, you could submit to us, and if you submit to us, your stuff would get posted. Yeah. Because it's not on me to judge if it's good or not. I'm gonna give it to the people, and then they could figure out if they like it or not.
And that was like our mission statement.
Yeah, and then to like, you know, it's like a brick to your face. You're surprised. You come to this page and like you might be surprised. Like, I don't know who that is. They might only have, especially back in the day, you're not even streaming.
Yeah, you talking about Mediafire.
Mediafire. You don't even know how many.
Hulk share.
The bear share. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Where it's like you see how many downloads there are, but like. It's like there's not even streaming stuff. Like it's like I'm gonna just post your stuff up, and whoever comes across it, if they like it, they'll get it through whatever link you sent it to me, and you know, and that was it. Brick to your face. Come be surprised. You might like some stuff. You might hate some stuff. Whatever. Hey,
and
it's
even
here.
And that what Common Ground was about the same thing. Just bringing there was a watering hole. We need everything. You know, I remember Yep. I was giving a haircut, and he said. We were trying to come up with the name Common Ground. We were like Commonwealth. He like, nah, man. He like Common Waters. We're like Common Ground. He like, nah, it's where everyone want to be at, where they want to go, where, you know, Noah, it's the place.
Yeah.
And that was the whole even premise of Common Ground. Like, when I was booking headlines, I was like, yo, this not even for me.
Yeah.
This is for the community. This is for...
Yeah. It's like, what... Even with all our shows to this day, it's like we throw shows that we want to go to. Yeah. Like, you know, you want to go to this event. You want to, like, of course, we want the headliner in the IE. We want big shows in the IE, and nobody was doing it. So we're like, we're gonna do it.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna learn how to do the tickets.
Have a place for people to have their release party. Have, you know, celebrations and like all that stuff. You know what I mean? And like you said, learning how to do the ticket sales and like learn like through the whole Common Ground process. We, you know, tickets online became a thing.
Yeah.
All those little things become a thing, and we're like learning all that
We
stuff.
couldn't book Iggy.
We couldn't book Iggy Azalea because they wanted online tickets, and we did not. There was
Yeah.
probably like Purple Pass or whatever.
Nah.
I don't know if
Nah,
it was
like
there.
Ticketmaster still.
Yeah, it was Ticketmaster and a Ticketfly.
Ticketfly.
So it's like, we're not knowing how to either get an account with them or whatever the process
Yeah.
is. You know what I mean? It wasn't that accessible like how
Yeah.
Eventbrite or
And
whatever.
no one didn't want to tell me how to do it, and we end up missing this opportunity to book Iggy Azalea for like $400.
And this was like, of course, back in the day where
Yeah.
like she was popping with like, the Pussy song and stuff. But it's like, it's crazy how much stuff has developed
Yeah.
from like to this day.
Yeah. Learning, Common Ground taught me how to customer service, how to be a door person,
Yeah.
how to wear many hats,
Yeah.
how to deal with numbers. Know the difference between me saying it's a cracking show than have the numbers to prove it.
Yeah.
Like, it taught me business. It taught me so much.
Yeah.
Everything. Like, how to talk to other rappers and how to give advice without sounding condescending or sounding like I'm better than you. And like, I don't know, man. It was like
I think definitely Common Ground, we all grew.
yeah.
Like everybody that we met there, that we still know, or people that just came and gone. It's just crazy to think about. We created this place for everybody to grow up in.
Yeah. Do something. Like, people, look at Big Cali. Big Cali didn't DJ now. I gave him.
Yeah, we gave people a lot of their first gigs. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's cool to be able to do that, like, because we just wanted our first opportunity.
Yeah. And that's crazy. That's like the goal. Because I always just want to just give me a little bit of help.
Yeah.
Just give me a little nudge.
Yeah, and that's why we maneuver the way we do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we just wanted a little bit of help. And
Yeah.
if we could give a little bit of help, I'm going to give you a little bit of help.
Man, that's so crazy how...
It's just like Brick to Your Face, the website,
Yeah.
the blog. Like, you find me, you send me, you did your work of finding me and sending me your submission. So I'm going to help you a little bit by just posting you up. Yeah.
Too. You send everything exactly how we asked.
I'm sure back in the day, people were more professional than now.
Yeah.
I can probably guarantee that because I do see a lot of like journalists that are like people would just send them no title in the subject. It's just there's no subject and then there's like just a link. So it was like I know back in the day is people would come with the little bio or like a little write up and then the link and like the artwork. You know what I mean? Like it and two like back in the day you could only do so much with emails.
Yeah, you could.
Which is like.
Now
It's a different world.
Now you can put a professional email together from your fucking phone.
Yeah.
So there's no excuse. People send out a mediocre professional email. It's, I don't know. We learned so much from CG, man.
Yeah. Common Ground. Our
What's
baby.
your best memory?
My best memory.
What's your best memory?
I love this one because booking Pac Div. And the reason why I love it, because there was a show that they had and we couldn't make it. I was like, we gonna book them. And that's where I use my ego. It's like, you know what? I want to go to this show and see them, but we can't make it. So we gonna book them.
Yeah.
And we booked them.
Fucking Lisa.
You're welcome. But that's the dope part about like, and two, the dope part of creating something.
Yeah.
You have the control, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you could whatever you want, you could get to it. You know what I mean? Like we booked a bunch of people that was like, hell yeah, we booked them.
Man, golly, fucking Pac Div.
And I think it was like they only did that one show or something.
It was like the return.
Yeah. And we reached out to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
cracking.
booking Ashton Matthews.
Man, yeah. For Stevie Crook's Pay Dues rally.
For Stevie Crook's Pay Dues rally, we were, trying to figure out who to book just to like add to the night. You know what I mean? We were trying to rally up for Stevie, make sure he gets on Pay Dues, you know what I mean? Make it look good. And I was like, let's book Ashton. He's been doing stuff. They were doing stuff together, you know what I mean? And like Ashton was still doing his thing. Yeah. And I was like, that would be a good fit. And that night he got an encore that night.
Yeah, he got an encore.
That was the first time anybody got an encore at Common Ground. I was like, this was good.
Mosh pit broke out. Ashton's a good dude. Like, motherfuckers fighting. He like, we ain't see, that's that Love Monster shit, bro. And that was kind of tight.
He made sure like people were having a good time, but like, of course, it wasn't getting reckless.
Yeah, it was. We had that crowd where it can be a mosh pit, it can be a crazy things. But I tell you, for all the years of we doing Common Ground, I think only one fight broke out, and it was girls.
Yeah.
And it was a homies girls.
And I feel like it probably wasn't even at Common Ground. It was probably at just another show that we threw.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, we've never had issues at Common Ground. Like, you know what I mean? We know that at the show, it starts with the person at the door.
Yep.
And at the Vibe during Common Ground, you would meet the security first.
Yep.
You would meet the security, and then you would meet either me or Noah or whoever we had at the time doing the door. And we would communicate with the security of like, our people's chill. You know what I mean? Like, you don't gotta worry. We only had one security.
Oh, man.
There'd be times where it was like 400 people there and it would only be one security guard. But everybody was straight because we all knew. You know what I mean?
And everyone know better. Actually, it's all the homies in there.
Yeah. Honestly,
we had that. Remember that one security? He was like a cop. We had to get rid of him. Like, yo, chill out.
We had some characters come through Common Ground.
We had a mime that was undercover.
What is your favorite memory?
The mime that was undercover. Hey, this mime. Hey, Jasper, we tell y'all this story too, man. Listen, this mime came to Common Ground.
Random.
Y'all know me. I let this motherfucker in because I'm about to be entertained. So he out here doing his mime shit, all of that, and he's like
in a box. He's in a box.
And he's half-assing. And Jansport is telling him like, "Yo, man, you ain't miming good enough, man."
Yeah,
like,
he wasn't hitting the box, the wall boxes good.
The box wasn't hitting, right? So we like, whatever. I go inside. We got the video games going at Common Ground. So
Common Ground. We would do 8-man game tournament.
Yeah, so we got like 2K going. So the mime is over there, and the unexpected happened. The mime talked. This motherfucker started talking, and everyone just stopped and looked at him like,
"You're not legit."
Like, bro, what the hell? Whatever. Get out. Whatever. Night go out. Next Common Ground pop up. He comes back with a video of him saying that he had a seizure from all the weed smoke on the patio.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, and the homie
he's showing us like a selfie video of him having a seizure.
He's doing this, having a seizure from the weed smoke on the patio.
And we didn't even smoke that much weed back in the day.
And Adam Mupp looked at him and said,
"No, we did.
Nah." It was just like,
it was too sus. Like,
I said, "Oh man, Common Ground, pop it." if this is like a stumping grounds to get some
to incriminate people, I don't know.
That's.
But if where the Vibe was technically the hood.
Yeah.
Like, so, you know what I mean? We were in a pretty grimy area, but we definitely shined a lot of light in that dark area.
Yeah, because the Vibe was known for some real grimy shit.
It was known for people dying. It was getting shot up, things like that. And we kind of caught it at the tail end and was, shout out to Mike because he hung in there with us for quite a long time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When we knew that it wasn't the best business for him at the time. You know what I mean? Because just the situation.
And more could have been done.
Yeah, definitely more could have been done.
Even like the Vibe, y'all know the Vibe is closed down, and people always ask what happened. Like, why did it close down? Like, and I said, listen, my thing is, it was only one night going down at the Vibe sometimes. It was only...
Sometimes it was just the Sunday. Just us.
It was just open on that Sunday.
It was closed Monday through Saturday and just open on a Sunday.
I would try to get other people to come in and do other nights, but they would feel like, I don't want to step on no toes. And I hated that about, I don't know, promoters.
Yeah.
Feeling like, I don't...
Whatever that mind state is just, it doesn't make any sense.
I don't care. Like, more the merrier.
Yeah.
More to come. Like, you're not gonna take nothing from me. You can't. I build enough.
Yeah.
I need
I don't know.
you
It's
to
like
come.
I appreciate the respect, maybe, or
Yeah.
that might be what it is. But it's like, but honestly, if other promoters, grab the Saturday, grab the Friday, Thursday, whatever day,
Grab the Monday,
and
we would've
and we
helped.
stuck on the Sunday. You know what I mean? Like obviously, it would have been more popping.
Yeah.
And whenever there was shows at the Vibe, we would go.
All the
Like we would
time.
just pull up and go because we liked the vibe.
Yeah.
We we loved it. So it was like we even had plans to buy it at one time, but it didn't happen. But whatever. But it's like it was one of those things where it's like a business closed down because they don't have business.
They don't have business, and we told it was a time where we were about to manage the vibe and run the daytime. Hard
Yeah.
work was the cook.
Yeah, do different things.
Like
but-
we're trying to get him to get clean the kitchen up, get the espresso machine, get different to get Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Get all of that going so people during the day this can be a hub.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Of
But
course,
we made really good use of it.
yeah, it was just even when we wanted to buy it, we start realizing it might not be worth it.
Yeah.
And
Things happen.
I
for
just
a
say,
reason.
people, if you got a venue in your in your city, in your town, and they do good business and they actually help out, make sure that y'all oversaturate that bitch.
Yeah. It's
And-
never too much.
Yeah, there's no such thing, especially with the internet. There's no such thing.
Especially now.
Yeah, it's flooded. That's why I love Serious Cartoon. Flooded. Make sure there's an event there every day, every night. Have something there. Have something intimate there because we get to have this space. People get to come out the house and enjoy something and in their neighborhood, in their scenery, their community.
Yeah, I love not having to go to LA.
Yeah, or going.
That just might be me, but I like being able to do things in the IE, especially culture things. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I don't want to have to go out of my city. If I don't have to go out of Fontana, I try to if I could experience it in Fontana, I will experience it in Fontana.
Just to see.
You know what I mean? Just because, first of all, we live there.
Yeah.
This is where we're living. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So be within the mix. Why
Yeah.
not?
Yeah, everything in the mix, politics, the community, all
Everything.
Of it. So it's I don't know, this journey of building an IE with my queen have been,
Beautiful.
man, it's been,
It's crazy thinking about it.
yeah. I don't know, I'm still on a little bit of that shroom trip
Look at
from
you.
last night.
So many shrooms.
Yeah, and
How did you feel about the Common Ground closing? So the Common Ground ended in 2017.
yeah.
We stopped. When the Vibe closed, we moved to a different venue,
Yeah.
and we were there for maybe a year or so.
Yeah.
For a little bit. Making it work. It was a cool venue. They ended up having to close.
Yeah.
And then we decided, but before that too, we were kind of already on the move of maybe we'll stop and just focus more on Noah.
Yeah.
So when that venue ended up having to close, we're like, okay, this is the sign. It's one of those things. It's good. You want to keep preserving it and keep pushing it, but you might have to just step back and come back to it later.
Shit, Murs yelled at me on tour.
Yeah, that too.
He like,
Oh,
yo,
yeah, that too.
yeah, Murs was like, yo, stop throwing fucking shows, Noah. You paid your dues.
Yeah.
You're good. Get on your shit.
Yeah.
Get on yours. You don't want these windows to close on you right now. So I don't know. Common Ground to me, it was a bittersweet.
No,
I was
definitely.
ready. I was ready to get on my shit, and I was ready for everyone in the community to step up and create something else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It took a while. Now they popped up. Seeing Chambers, seeing
Future Soul.
seeing Mastermind,
With their co-work space.
yeah, you know what I mean? Productive culture. You know what I mean? Seeing even Cam, both Cams are trying to do more shows. It's Phantom doing shows that's serious and outside of serious.
Oh yeah.
It's happening now. It took a good 3 years.
Yeah, a couple years.
Yeah, because 2020, so 2017, yeah, we're good. And in them 3 years, I was able to focus on myself and really get my shit going and got it going right now. And I don't know, it was perfect. I think it was a perfect ending. It was, I think what Cam Gnarly said, what did he say? He said, The vibe is just a frame. We're the picture.
Yeah. I remember. Yeah, when.
Yeah.
The last 2 shows we had at the Vibe.
Yeah, bro, and hey, on some real shit, on this episode, we might have put a poll up. Let us know, do you want the Last Common Ground audio on iTunes? we have the
audio of the last night.
Yeah, the 2 last nights. So we might put a poll up and see how bad y'all want that, just to see what's up.
Yeah, whoever was at the last night at the Common Ground. I mean, at the Vibe.
At the Vibe.
Like the last nights at the Vibe was.
Ooh.
It was historical.
Not,
if whoever was there, that's a historical IE moment.
Yeah.
We only share that.
Everyone popped up.
Mm-hmm. It was a lot of people.
Yeah, man.
We did right before the Vibe closed. We got 2 nights. I think it was like a Wednesday, Thursday.
Man. And look, and this is how
here's a story about the Vibe closing.
This is how it came. that after Common Ground, that Sunday, Mike called me that Monday and said, "You heard the news?" Like, what news? He said, "The Vibe is closing." I said, "Mike, I only can get that news from you."
If you didn't tell me, then I didn't hear the news.
He like, "No one didn't tell you?" I was like, "No one ain't gonna tell me that. You gonna have to tell me that."
Who knows that business?
Yeah, like, who you talking to? But you do be talking a lot at the Vibe.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no one didn't tell me. He said, "Yeah." I said, "Mike, I understand. You tired, man."
Yeah.
Understanding the business.
Yeah.
With the taxes on it.
Yeah.
He had to get ASCAP, BMI.
All that other stuff.
So he closed the business before the tax season was going to tax him again, y'all. So it was a smart move.
Yeah.
So,
but it was kind of like, he just called us, and it was literally like he called on a Monday, and it was like the following week it was gonna be closed.
So this is how much a hustler Mike is. I said, "Mike, just give me Wednesday, Thursday." He said, "We gonna make some money." Like, Mike, you about to close
Are you sure? I was like, "Yeah."
Fuck out here, Mike. We about to close down, but that's how I got the news, y'all. And I told someone, he said, "You're not mad?" I said, "Bro, people have closed a venue down.
We've pulled up to the venue and it's closed."
Yeah.
So
yeah, straight up. Like, I don't know how many promoters really been through that. You know what I mean?
You pull up to the venue and it's closed.
And you got fucking 100 people waiting for a show. Then you gotta move it to a whole nother venue.
Yeah.
Or the venue you at is fucking racist and you just booked Medusa and you about to fuck up the owners and you gotta move it to the Vibe.
Yeah.
Cause the Vibe had a night and the night not doing good.
Yeah.
So we mixed into their night. So it's like, we've been through some
and you just gotta just take it. Like, what can you do? You know what I mean? Like, you make the best out of it. He calls you on a Monday and you're like, okay, when are you closing? You're closing the next following week. So let me just get the Wednesday, Thursday. And it's like we had like the next month the thing is we had shows already booked for, like, it happened in, I think, October. Yeah. In November, we had all booked already.
Yeah,
we had Blue coming. We had like every Sunday booked in November.
Willie B.
And it's like, well, I guess let us get these 2 days to go out with a bang, and then we're gonna figure out what are we gonna do with these other shows.
And just move that too.
Yeah,
it wasn't moving.
Just moving, was so maneuvering.
What I really like about the Vibe closing was how we maneuvered. That shit was effortless.
Have to. Yeah.
It was easy. To me, it was easy. Like, we wasn't stressing. We didn't panic. Mm-hmm. It was like kind of like, I laugh in the face of danger. Ha 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 ha. Like, it was.
But it was definitely bittersweet.
Yeah.
And then, like, from it closing, because we went to Clash City after, and then it had to, like, fade away there. But yeah, like, I definitely feel it was bittersweet. It was something that I wanted us to stop throwing shows for a little bit already. You know what I mean? Like, I had expressed it to you, and then, it just so happened, like, these pieces fell the way they did, and we had to stop throwing shows, and we're like, okay, let's switch it up.
The universe loves me. Because
soon Lesa
said that, the universe did something that forced me to do it. Mm-hmm. And I was going to do it already, but this is even better.
Yeah.
It's like,
But the thing is like, even though I wanted to stop throwing shows, it's you got to be careful what you ask for. So you stop throwing shows and you stop having income. So then what happens? For me, what happened was I became depressed because I didn't. Is like you. For me, I just felt like I didn't know what is my purpose. You know what I mean? We're throwing so many shows. I'm on the promo. I'm on the flyers. Like I have my duties. And then when we don't do that no more, now what? I mean, but if you want something different, then you got to do something different. Yeah. You know what I mean? And of course, going through the motions, and now it's like, I know what was going on. Yeah. Obviously going through it, you don't know what's going on. Like, why am I feeling this way? Why am I acting this way? And then it's like, once you go through it and really like face it, you start to obviously find those answers.
It was needed. I think the whole process was needed.
No, yeah, definitely.
You gain more strength and I gain patience.
Yeah.
For what we got now.
Mi Amor Orca 4 is that situation.
Yeah, that whole situation. Like we gave.
If y'all didn't know.
Yeah.
But here now you know.
Like my epiphanies were strategized. Like everything that happened, Lisa getting depressed, me not knowing what to do in that situation, but I knew just to be there.
Yeah.
And still don't be timid. Like let's
still
go have fun.
Making me face things or asking me these tough questions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but also being patient with me to like figure out the answer for that tough question.
Yeah, and it was kind of like, it was tight. It was like a real, like I said, love is work, love is grind, love is grit. And that showed me like, oh man, we really more than love each other because.
And we've already been together. This was 2017, so we had already been together for like.
Good.
What, 12 years?
Yeah.
So 12 years, and then we're still growing. Yeah. You know what I mean? Still like, he's taught me that a woman always has layers that we're pulling back. Yeah. Because it's hard for us to, I guess, be vulnerable.
All of it. Like to me, like, women got all these, y'all have all these layers that
we need to go
from being
through.
Oppressed, from everything in this world showing you what you should be, what you shouldn't be, all of that shit. And you got to pull all of these things back. Even us going to the grocery store and I'm looking at the People magazine. Yeah. And I look at Lisa and I'm like, and then I see a little girl and a little girl looking at the magazine. And I'm like, I have to be patient because these layers that you have, they was there before I was.
Yeah. No, yeah.
So I'm just here to, and the layers, the petals at the time, it can be a petal, like rose petal. And, I don't know. It was just beautiful to see that, like that transformation. And the universe really just put us
where we needed to be.
Yeah, really, for real. Like for
it's
for y'all to do these tours and for y'all to be on these roads together, for y'all to really be. And
then that too, you started working out.
Yeah, I started working out even crazier. Cause now here come all the opportunities. Now the universe say, you know what? I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you these motherfucking opportunities that you want. Yeah. I'm gonna give you a taste of a schedule that you've been dying for. Yeah. And you're gonna get paid for it. Yeah. Big time.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be so hard on you.
It's a test.
And it's gonna break you or you're gonna break through. Yeah. And I end up hitting up Renato. Yeah. After this, you know what I mean? I'm going to the doctor. I'm getting everything like
so during the whole time of us like stopping, or we stopped Common Ground and then focus on Noah, trying to figure out what to do. You know what I mean? Now what are we gonna do? But then also, like you said, you got these opportunities to have a busy schedule of what we want, and to see if that's what you really want, and that's what you really wanted, and then you realize that. If for you to have that is we have to work out. You have to get healthy.
Yeah. And shout out to Versus. Versus with that schedule. We was filming all day. And
Versus was a rap show that Noah was a part of, just like a competition. And like the call time was at 8 a.m. And we were scheduled till 8 p.m. You know what I mean? And sometimes the shoots it was Monday through Friday, and it was 8 to 8. You know what I mean? And there was some nights where we had a show at Los Globos that we were throwing. Not that Noah was performing at. Yeah. We were throwing it, so we had to leave the filming, go straight to Los Globos, and at this time too, they put us up in a hotel, and we didn't have transportation. They provide us transportation to and from the shoot, but that was it. So we're in LA for a week and having to do shows, and then just maneuvering.
Jay Nelly.
Yeah, Jay Nelly. Shout
Love
out
you,
to
Jay
Jay Nelly,
Nelly.
our sis. Shout out to her. She was there. She would come to the shoots, or she was take us back to the room, or different things. She was able to help us out during that time. Pablo too. Brooke. Everybody, everybody.
Shout out to young David, because he would be at the venue and trying to handle stuff for us.
But it's these last couple years, it's been the workout transition, focusing on your music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Doing smarter shows, or picking and choosing shows. We did bring Common Ground back for a couple months at the RMA. Even with that, it's like that's kind of up in the air, just because an incident happened. I know people have been hitting me up about Common Ground.
Yeah.
So an incident happened in that courtyard area. Now with us, with somebody else, and then now it's just it affects everybody.
Yeah.
We can't throw shows no more.
Yeah,
so
how that is.
that's what's going on. If you guys are wondering, I know people have been hitting me up. But we just got to maneuver. We got to roll with the punches.
Take Common Ground on the road like we're gonna do this year. And
Yep.
I don't know. That's crazy. The last 3, babe.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just wild just to think back too. I feel like we have a little bit of time to just reflect back.
Yeah.
Especially now, we've been meeting a lot of young creatives, and I realized we were in our 20s starting building blocks or doing that. You know what I mean? And then these young creatives are in their 20s and they see the potential in the IE that we saw. They see what is lacking and they want to do something. So it's
I love them so much.
We love everybody. Future Soul, Chambers of Cypher, Masterminds, creative co-work space. Is because I just see, we were talking about it before we came here. It's we get to, what did you say?
I feel like a time traveler.
Yeah, a time traveler. We get to kind of experience this again, but through somebody else. And then we get to also kind of give you gems or give you advice on the situation.
How to maneuver, even help you maneuver your way.
Yeah.
Knowing how you maneuver, try to.
What is, because I'm always what's the purpose?
Yeah.
So you tell me what the purpose is, and I'm gonna give you my best advice on how to get to that purpose.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to make you do what my purpose is or what I felt like my purpose was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With us, the Common Ground, we did it because we needed a place for people to cultivate.
Yeah.
And at the end of Common Ground, we created that.
Yeah.
So it was bittersweet of we want to keep it going because we love everybody coming together. You know what I mean? But it served its purpose.
Time to get my bag.
And then it's time for us to focus on Noah. Because even through the whole Common Ground era, Noah's doing music, but getting shows here and there. The people that normally book you are booking you. We get interviews with the people that normally interview you, and we keep those connections or whatever. And you're dropping a album here or there, a video here and there. You know what I mean? So it's we're trying to balance it all, but we are throwing at our peak for Brick to Your Face is we're throwing 8 shows a month on top of Noah having gigs. So it's. You can only do so much. You know what I mean? And now it's time to work smart instead of hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We've done so much for ourselves, and we deserve that. So now we collab with people or do, monthlies or do just one-offs and make it really festive, and it's just been very memorable events. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's been wild.
It's been very memorable events. And not Common Ground wasn't any, but it's we doing Common Ground for 10 years. There's gonna be a point where you just give yourself the credit for being able to do it for 10 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Things are gonna feel, they're gonna feel, what is it, repetitive?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Of course, but you can maintain it.
Yeah.
Don't think it's repetitive, that means it's bad.
Yeah.
No, repetitive means you could keep it going.
Yeah, and if the repetitive don't get easy, that means you ain't doing the work.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Keep doing it until it become effortless. People man, throwing a show is hard. And me and Lisa look at them like, shit, we just need the venue.
Yeah, with Cloud, we do a Cloud9 with IE Radio, and that's really, we gave them our formula.
Yeah.
Noah came up with this idea of Cloud9 at Serious Cartoons. And like, but you know, since we're gonna stay on our path of staying focused with Noah, you know, because we get ambitious. So we're like, well, China and Nappy with IE Radio, they want to do shows. So we're like, here's our formula, and we're gonna help you along the way, and it's working. You know what I mean? So it's like we knew that we wanted to throw shows and we like to throw shows, so we made it easy for us.
Yeah.
We have like 5 or 10 set lists. For if the night is from 7 to 11, this is the set time. If the night is from 8 to 12, this is the set time. If the night is from 9 to 1, this is the set time. And it's exactly the same set time, but it's just different hours.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If there's 2 stages, this is the set time. If we're at this venue, this is the set time. If we're at that venue, this is the set time.
Organizer.
If we want this type of energy and this type of atmosphere, we do this type of set.
This is who we book. This is who opens the show.
We mix it up or whatever. You know what I mean? We have the formula for it.
We need at least 2 females on this bill.
Yeah, always.
Yeah, we try to.
And then 2 is also like having a reliable host, a reliable DJ, a reliable team, and like if you want to do it, you have to maneuver these things to make it easy for you.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not? That's the Lesa
That's
J
me.
quote.
Why not?
Why not? So that's
That was a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot. And that's just the first episode.
Yeah, that's just the first episode. That was just about a little bit about Common Ground. That's like a little bit about Common Ground.
And I get to look at your cute face and go...
Talk about your music a little bit.
Yeah.
Your music was dark. During Common Ground Day, like we said, you were in the knee surgery, getting diabetes. You had diabetes. Like, you're living with diabetes during Common Ground.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When did you get pre-diabetic?
Probably like 2 years ago. Like for real, like getting actually diagnosed.
No, yeah, because when you started working out, we went to the doctor and they gave you your vitals or all that stuff, and it said pre-diabetic. So yeah, 2017 was like you're officially pre-diabetic. You know what I mean? So this whole time it's like you're not taking medicine though.
Nah,
you're living with diabetes.
My pancreas back.
No, but I mean like when you were still diabetic, you just smoking weed.
I didn't like how the insulin made me feel. So instead of me being one of those like I'm not gonna take my medicine, I have to eat right and exercise.
Yeah.
If I'm not gonna take my medicine,
this is what I'm gonna do.
This is
instead.
what I'm gonna do. I'm not just not gonna take my medicine.
Yeah.
I have to do something.
And then your doctor gave you the advice of like keeping your stress down.
Yeah, keeping my stress down.
All that
here come
factors.
the love. Here come the more unconditional love, Noah, because I said, man, I'm just gonna be vulnerable. That's how I'm gonna keep my stress down. I'm not gonna be paranoid. I ain't gonna care what anything think. I know who love me.
Yeah.
I know what I get. I know what I give, and that's all that's matter. I don't.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? I've been hurt the worst from my mama. So everything else is cake, is water, is you know. And it's crazy now, like what we're pushing now.
Yeah.
Like really pushing this
agenda.
Yeah, this is us. This
Be you. Be unapologetically you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
People like I don't want to be loud. I was like, you're not loud. You're you.
Yeah.
I want my hair. Nah, that's you.
Yeah.
That's not being loud. That's not being extra. That's being you.
Do your Dragon Ball Z songs. Do your wrestling songs. You know what I mean? Like,
Do your
you
cat
be
songs.
you. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you... I mean, that's what we show people. And then I feel like, too, we just know people need to receive unconditional love. So that's all we give people.
Man, love you.
I love you, too. We love everybody.
So before we end this podcast, for everybody going to South by Southwest.
Yes, we have some advice. We decided not to go.
We're not going.
Which is kind of funny because, like, you know, we've been plenty of years, and like South by is always a thing we plan for. You know what I mean? And we decided, you know what? We're not gonna do South by. Last year we did South by. in March, and then we went back in June for just like we just did Texas in June for a tour. So we're like, we're not gonna do South by this year, but we will tour in Texas.
Yeah. It's crazy is
but what happened?
The crazy thing is I went to South by with a plan, a goal, and we executed to the fucking T to where we got invited back to every show and even more.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know? What we planned for last year, it sprouted this year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got the opportunities that we were working for last year, but then we decided not to go.
And this is I don't like turning down opportunities, y'all. It make me sick.
Yeah.
And you know, even and it's paid, you know. So this is the first time I feel good where I said, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back. Like Lesa know. I get fucking like, oh Lesa. Like, and you get FOMO, see everyone at South by.
And then everybody's like, you know, posting their stuff now or hitting us up like, oh, are you guys going? And like they or you know, things like that. And it's just like, man, like we decided not to. So we made the decision and we gonna stick with it.
All right. We're gonna break down South by. South by is a convention.
South by Southwest, Austin, Texas, at their convention center. It's a music, film, and gaming convention. And tech, convention. Do it every year. Yeah. It's in March. And it's just at their convention center. It's a big event.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's really for helping you get from syncing to showcasing to new apps that help you to even find investors, to find sponsors, to build with other artists. The convention center, that's what it's for.
Yeah.
Now where everyone see the pictures at, that's called 6th Street.
Yeah.
That's where all the clubs, the parties, the Adidas showcase and all of
like
that.
Like 6th Street in Austin is just like a street that just has a bunch of bars.
Yeah.
Like that's where it's cracking at. The convention center is on 1st Street. Yeah. So obviously up the street is like 6th Street, and that's where all the cracking stuff is at. Yeah. 6th and 7th Street. So it's like technically the convention or South by Southwest is just where the convention center is, you know what I mean? And then certain bars or venues have like official showcases, but like where you're gonna talk to people that are like booking agents or like promoters or like you said syncing people, all those like all those other things within like music and film and tech and gaming, you'll meet them there, you know. And there's like a booklet that, especially if you have an artist wristband, you have certain access to certain things. So definitely get the pamphlet and look at what's going on, because at the hotels too, they'll have like the promoter meetup or like different radio meetup or different
booking
meetup
agency meetup,
all that stuff. So like it'll tell you if your wristband has access to it, because you don't have access to everything. But like definitely if you have an artist wristband, go to those things. Like try to you especially like for the syncing thing, like they tell you like what person is specialized in, and you could like set an appointment to meet that person and everything. So like if you have an artist wristband, definitely utilize that stuff. They have food for artists, so like go get you your food so that you know it's expensive. It's so expensive. The prices are all like freaking $14 for a salad.
Yeah, we paid like, $42 for 2 salads and a goddamn chicken wrap.
Yeah, and you know we're trying to eat healthy, but it's like they already know like it's South by prices. So like if you have an artist wristband, definitely utilize what they have. Go get your freaking free gift. And then 2, with South by, like you might run into some people because the artist actually has to go get their own wristband.
They have to.
So you know, hang out at the convention center, just be around, and also just like go look at stuff at the convention center. Go to all the different rooms. Go if you have access to the gaming, go to that. Like whatever you have access to, even if it's not music related, just take advantage.
Yes, and for artists going for the first time, do not take CDs with you. If you're not trying to sell them, do not give.
Don't be handing out stuff.
Don't give CDs away. Sell the motherfuckers for at least $5 so you get something out of it, because people just going to throw them on the floor. But what you can give is business cards, stickers. Yeah. Lot of stickers. Stickers with your brand on it. Stickers with your .com on it. Stickers with a
the QR
C code. You know, like that's what like take stuff like buttons or something that make people go like, oh, they're interesting, or flash drives. Like,
Yeah.
and hand those out to special, like not to everybody.
Yeah, especially if you don't have a wristband and you're just out there just trying to experience it all. Like a lot of things you're gonna want to go to, you're gonna have to either RSVP or like you might have to have a wristband or badge or whatever. Yeah. So like be prepared to really not get into much or really not be able to do much, but just be out there. Like 6th Street, you're gonna see a lot of people, especially if you dress kind of fly or like Rain Raps, he dresses he dresses like him, so like it's good for him because like you just need eyes on you.
That's how the baby got noticed. The baby at South by Southwest was in the middle of 6th Street wearing a diaper.
And I remember last year when we went, Nug and Yazid was at a baby show and he was like throwing out packs and stuff.
It was fake weed.
It was fake weed, but like, I remember that.
Yeah.
Like, and that was the baby, like he wasn't even really anybody
that's crazy.
back then, and that was only not even a year ago.
Yeah, that's crazy.
South by is about to come up.
Yeah, and that's like, if you're going out to test it out.
And then also try to look for like local stuff, because they'll do obviously local stuff too. It's away from the downtown area where like 6th Street and everything is at.
Yeah.
But like there's some locals showcases or local people that are doing stuff too, so try to look for that stuff to build with them. They're the local people,
Yeah, because that's what I do. Like with me, when I go to South by, first I get the hashtag, I put South by Southwest, then I put look up South by Southwest, like say now 2020, then I'll go and I put Austin, Texas hip hop, or I put ATX hip hop, and I start finding these different scenes there. So instead of trying to get on these bigger showcases, I got on the local showcases, and by me getting on these local showcases with the real Austin people, now I can go back to Austin without it being South by.
Yeah.
So that's always been my goal, to come back. Not just to South by, but to come back to Austin and build and stuff like that. So build with the local scene, build with actual artists that you can build with. I know everyone trying to hit them home runs to go look like the big artists, but you know what I mean?
It don't work like that.
Hit some ground balls.
Yeah.
Get on base. Get on second base. You know what I mean?
Honestly, it's like we find people like us in other cities and other states, like, and that's who we look for, because it's like we want to cultivate in the IE, you know what I mean? And we know people that are in Austin who are born and raised, and they want to cultivate in Austin because they're not leaving. You know that they want to stay here and like build here. So that's who you build with.
Yeah.
Especially if you want to go back out there. And that's why this year we decided we're not gonna do South by, and we're gonna go still.
Yeah, me and Vive Mescal gonna do a tour. So we're doing Texas. So for your artists that's traveling, if you're taking a plane, that's different. I don't know how you taking your cannabis. You know how you storing that. Lisa say don't, but there's ways. If you're driving, keep it in the trunk.
Driving's not bad.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But it is like a 24-hour drive.
Make sure you get that scent bomb at the AM PMs. Make sure you get laundry.
When it comes to air freshener, my advice is to get the laundry one.
Yes.
Because there was a time we were on tour and we had the laundry one, and shoot, we just hotboxed the car. But I met some girl. This is so bad, but I met a girl at the show, and I was like, "Oh, you want to come smoke with me?" So we went to the van, and like she's like, "It smells like laundry in here. Did you guys just do laundry?" And it was just the air freshener. The thing is because laundry is a regular smelling thing.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get cherry, and then it's gonna smell like cherry and weed.
Yeah.
Laundry is fresh.
Yeah, they're gonna hit that
Get
laundry.
you the laundry.
And I spray it on the door, so say we do get pulled over by the police, and I roll down the window. That's the first thing that hits them in their mouth and their nose is the laundry smell. You know what I mean? So keep it in the trunk. Keep it in the trunk.
But honestly, it's
smoke on the side.
Yeah.
Try your best not to smoke in the car as much going to South by, because you are going through Texas. It's going to get crazy. If you look like you got weed, if you look like me, sometime, but we don't really get fucked with all the time. Try to go with 5 to 6 people to make it cheaper on y'all.
Yeah.
Especially if you new. Like if you go for 5 to 6 people, it might be like $200-$300 a piece instead of like $1,500 with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just by yourself or with only like a few people.
For real, try to go with at least 5 to 7 people. to get an Airbnb or get a nice hotel room. You know what I mean? Because no matter what time you book during the year, it's going to be expensive.
Yeah.
If you go like, yo, I want to book early, that doesn't matter because everyone knows that South by is at this time.
It happens every year.
So when you go put that date in for that Airbnb, hotel, plane ticket, car, whatever, they know your destination and where you're going. So they're going to charge you like you just did it the day of.
Yeah.
You know,
so it doesn't really matter.
So it doesn't matter. It just, if you're trying to go out there, go out with a couple people to make it easier.
Make it cost efficient.
Yes. And like I said, have your stickers. Don't pass out CDs. Sell
We
them
see
if
a
you
bunch
can.
of stuff on the floor.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Yeah.
It's gonna break your heart what they do to your CDs, you know. Yeah. So even like shirts, one hits, like pass out shirts. People will wear that shit. You'd be surprised walking around.
Because too, it's a lot of just people there.
Yeah,
like
random.
you know, just random people that are they're just there. They're there for the festivities. You know what I mean? So it's like you could meet some people and like build up a fan base or whatnot. Because there are just local people there, just being there for the festivities.
Man, you be careful out there.
Oh yeah, that too.
My melanin folks.
7th Street is really bad.
Yeah, it's on the other side of 7th Street.
Yeah.
You get a little Skid Row-ish.
Yeah. So
what I mean?
yeah.
So,
But just you're at the end of the day, especially if you're going from Cali or going from a different state, you're far from home.
Yeah.
You're in a different state. It's open carry out there.
yes.
So think about those things too, or just keep those things in mind. You know.
You know how they don't like us from, even if you white, if you from California, you are damn near us.
I've definitely learned that sometimes being a Californian is quote unquote worse than being a minority.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
they don't,
it's kind of it's
they don't,
weird.
yeah,
they don't fuck with California.
Yeah. So, you know, in the words of Rematic, DJ Rematic, humble yourself. Embrace everything. Experience the culture out there so you won't be on your high horse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, don't go on thinking like, yo, talking about In-N-Out is the best burger. Nigga, who gives a fuck? You in Austin, Texas. Go try their best burger.
You'll see no line at In-N-Out.
Yeah, In-N-Out is no. You know what I mean? That's how much they don't like Cali, because In-N-Out, motherfuckers at Whataburger over In-N-Out. You know what I mean?
But at the end, it's they repping for their state.
And that's what
like,
I mean. You know what I mean?
So
it's like,
you're not about to go into somebody else's home and rep, like, you know, just be humble. Just,
humble.
You there for business. Honestly, you there to do South by, experience it, get whatever your purpose is with South by, fulfill that purpose, and come back home.
So, number one, if you're driving to South by and you're taking cannabis, put it in your trunk. Number two, scent bomb, laundry, and spray it on the handles and the doors and by the windows, just in case you get pulled over. You know what I mean? Smoke on the side.
Yeah,
That's
at the
for
rest stops
I
or
just
whatever.
don't want y'all to get in that trouble. That trouble's nasty.
We as Californians, we get very lenient with our weed, so don't
that's why
don't
I'm
do
really
that.
adamant about that. I don't want y'all to get in that trouble because they will fuck with you.
Yeah.
Now let's go to South by, the convention center. That's where y'all want to be at if you're trying to get sinking, trying to meet A&Rs.
But you need a wristband for that.
You can go online and
you can buy passes and stuff.
You can go on southbysouthwest.com and purchase you one. It's like, if you really want to invest in that part of the business, where you meeting up with BMI rep, ASCAT rep, booking agency rep,
people in the industry,
tech, gaming. Like, I went to the gaming, like all of that. You know what I mean? Like, shit that you really want to be involved, where you can actually get something from it, and it's just not taking a picture and socializing. It's actually networking. In that sense, like, that's a convention center. Smack dab. Now, if you got a flamboyant style, you popping, you're different.
You stand out.
Like my Psycho Sloth. I told Psycho Sloth he got these boots with butterflies on them. I said, yes, you go down to 6th Street. You show them your
You just walk up and down the street. Because there's bloggers or journalists out there, too, that's
Real
getting
Star.
content. Yeah, everybody's out
so
there.
So they filming out there. So they need people that look unique to do interviews and talk about South by. So if you got a funky hair, you got tattoos, you got this real style
something that stands out.
Significant. You know what I mean? you're gonna attract some attention. So 6th Street can be for you during the day.
Yeah.
Then after that, you go to clubs.
Find local shows.
Find local shows at night.
Too, yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Even go to like the local. There's like a juice bar that's like a local
open
juice
mics.
bar. Different things, just try to be within the local stuff too. You know what I mean? In their local culture.
And that's like, and try to go with
People.
5 to 7.
Have each other's back, obviously. You know what I mean? Keep an eye out for each other.
Put that with the phone, everyone.
Oh yeah, share the location.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Just be smart. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's a big convention. It's a lot of people are there from out of state, and there's local people know that too. There's some people that'll take advantage of that. So just be careful.
Yeah, if you're really out there, you can guerrilla style some shit and actually rap on 6th Street. That's another way to draw some attention.
Yeah.
Go with your speaker, your mic, set up, and rap outside. And if you good enough, like me, I'm loud. So if I go out there on the street, I'm going to get my attention. So if you have that steez too, that's another way to utilize South by Southwest.
There's so much is going on, so you got to stand out.
While you're out there, and if you're taking pictures, if you're doing that, make sure you use your name hashtag. Make sure you use South by Southwest hashtag, 2020 hashtag, ATX hip hop. You know what I mean? So that's Austin hip hop. ATX is Austin hip hop. So make sure you got your hashtags ready. Maybe I'm gonna put this down somewhere, somewhere near so they can see it. Even I'm somewhere wherever Jordan JMK, I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna put some IGs y'all should follow that can help y'all maneuver better through South by Southwest. And y'all always can DM me.
Yeah, you can hit us up.
If I know something, if I know someone out there, if y'all looking for a tree, it's not gonna be the best. But
don't even. We have a story about that too, but that's another episode.
Yeah, so
have a good time. You know what I mean?
Have a good time.
Soak it all in, especially if it's your first time or and at the end of the day, it's always fun just to travel. So enjoy it, be smart.
And once again, if you're going out there with a lot of people, take care of each other.
Yes, please.
I remember Waju and Cam went to a party out there.
They went to the Yes Jules party. It was in the middle of nowhere.
And I swear to this is how much I love my brothers. We had alarms on our phone to always check in them every 2 hours to check on them to make sure they're good. 'Cause we know they're in Texas.
Yeah.
It
was literally in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're black and they're going to middle to a Yes Jules party. Matisse and them, all the homies was there. So I just want to make sure that my brother, my sister's okay. So one thing I'm always about is making sure everyone we go in there with, we are responsible for each other. And you are responsible for yourself. And while you're out there, you're responsible. The shit you get into, you're bringing other people into it with you.
Yeah.
Think about that. So I know you're going to want to go party and all of that, but remember, you're not home.
Yeah.
You don't know the customs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't know if a group of girls are feeling you yo, let's go bar hopping. Listen, that can be some dumb shit. Yeah. We've seen it happen, so have each other's back, love each other.
Have a good time.
Yeah, have a good time. And, man, that's the end of our podcast. We're going to wrap it up. A brick to your face with
Lesa
and Noah.
Yeah. And if you guys have... you want to start your own podcast or have, want to do this too, you can hit up productiveculture.com/podcast. Hit them up for all your podcast needs. Let them know that we referred y'all. You know what I mean? They'll hook you up. If you need
sounds, if you need production, if
any
you need
audio stuff, productiveculture.com.
And then too,
this they do the podcasting. You just show up, record it. Make sure you ready, and that's it.
If you are a collective and you want to collaborate with Brick to Your Face, hit us up. We would love to. And shout outs.
Brick to Your Face on social media, I guess IG.
Yep.
Brick to Your Face, YA. My social media is Lesa_J, LESA_J.
Yeah.
You want to do yours? Or you want
Mine
me to do yours?
is NoaJames, Noah James, everywhere. Hashtag Pod Life, Orca Life, or B2YF, or IE Hip Hop. You'll find me. NoahJames.net. I'm very proud of that. Ooh. And yeah. Shout out to my granny. Shout out to all my mamas. I got a lot of mamas.
Yes.
Shout out to all my sisters, my brothers.
And, everybody that.
Shout out to Just Sweat. That's where I work out at. Shout out to young Randy out there.
He be putting us to work.
Randy be killing us, man. You know, that's why I'm about to be young Dolphin in a minute.
Yep. Slim Orca.
Slim Orca coming soon.
Yep.
Slim Orca coming soon.
Well, yeah.
And a brick to your face, y'all. Let us know what y'all feel about the podcast. Hit us up. Any questions, topics you want to discuss.
Definitely.
The next topic we're going to be discussing on next episode is going to be working relationships.
Working with your significant other. So that's like how we said earlier is like we want to do more broader topics. Yeah. And then you guys get to know us more personally. Yeah. So definitely hit us up with any topics you guys want to talk about or want, our opinion on or want to see how our mind is about that subject. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's really it.
Thank y'all for tuning in and listening. And hey.
Smoke weed? No?
Don't do it, Lesa.
Peace out.